तुम आज हम डिस्कस Today we will discuss about the book review of Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl in English. Overview. Published in 1946, this book has two parts and only 200 pages, but it changed how psychology thinks about suffering. First of all, experience in concentration camp. Frankl was an Australian psychiatrist, and he and his family were sent to four Nazi concentration camps, including Auschwitz. He described the psychology of prisoner shock, apathy, and mental breakdown. The most important thing he noticed, people didn't survive because they were the strongest. They survived because they had a reason to. Some men hold on because they wanted to see their wife again. Some because they had a book to finish. Some because they decided to face it with dignity. When that boy was gone, people died even if their body was still healthy. The part 2 of this book is about logotherapy in a nutshell. After the war, Frankl created his own school of psychology called logotherapy. Logos mean meaning. His main argument was Freud and Adler. We are driven by pleasure, and Adler, we are driven by power. Frankl, we are driven by meanings. Three ways to find meaning. According to Frankl, meaning is not something you invent once. You find it every day in three ways: in work and creation, doing something, making something, contributing, even small work done with care. Another is about the love and relationships, caring for someone, being cared for. He kept himself alive by picturing conversation with his wife. In the attitude toward unavoidable suffering, when you can't change your situation, you can still choose your attitude. Suffering stops being suffering the moment you give it to meaning. He called this tragic optimism, the ability to say yes to life despite pain, guilt, and death. The most famous quotation is about when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. Life never ceases to have meaning, even in suffering. Why it still matters in 2026? We will discuss about this is not just a Holocaust memoir. It's a manual for modern problems, burnout, anxiety, grief, feeling stuck. It doesn't tell you to be positive. It asks, what is life asking of you right now? That shift from what do I want from life to what does life want from me is what makes it powerful. Who should read it? Read it if you are going through a hard time, feel purposeless, or want deeper psychology without fluff. To skip it if you want quick productivity tips. This book is slow, heavy, and asks you to think. My take. It's uncomfortable and beautiful at the same time. The first half break you, the second half build you back with a different framework. After reading it, small problems feel smaller and big problem feel bearable if you can find the meaning in them. This is all about the psychology of life. In your daily life, you will see sometimes you feel so depressed and sad, and you want to get some motivation, and you think that someone will come here and tell you about the life problems. Life will hit you. You can't control pain, loss, unfairness, sickness, but you can control one thing: the meaning you give to it. If you find a why to live, you can survive almost anyhow. That is the whole book. The three paths to meaning. Frankl says we find meaning in three ways. No matter what situation we are in, creating and doing. Work, art, building something, helping someone. For example, a teacher who knows she is shaping kids' future can handle low pay, loving, connecting, relationships, loving someone and being loved. For example, Frankl survived by imagining talking to his wife even though he didn't know if she was alive. Suffering with dignity. This is suffering with dignity. This is the hard one. When pain can't be avoided, your choice is how do I carry it. For example, two people get cancer. Both will suffer, but one decides, I will be brave for my family. That choice gives the suffering meaning, so it doesn't destroy them. What is logotherapy? It's Frankl therapy method. Most therapy asks, what did your past do to you? Logotherapy asks, what is your future asking of you? It pushes you to look forward and find responsibility and purpose. Tragic optimism. Life have three tragedies: pain, guilt, and death. We can't erase them. Tragic optimism means yes, those exist, and I can still choose hope and meaning anyway. Real life example. Think of a student failing exams. No meaning, I am stupid, life is over. With meaning, this failure is teaching me how to study better. I want to be doctor to help people, so I will try again. Same situation, different meaning and different outcome. In one sentence, you don't create meaning. Life asks you for it every day. You answer with your choices. Does this make sense? Want me to explain it with stories from the book or relate it to school, work, stress? Because it is essentially a sense of life. Sometimes you feel sadness and sometimes you feel happiness, but it doesn't mean that you will leave your hope instead of failure. Frankl talks about a future a lot. It was actually what kept him alive in the campus. The future is what gives us strength now. In the camp, most prisoners lived day to day. Will I get food? Will I survive today? Frankl says that why men gave up. The ones who survived had their mind in the future. For example, a scientist imagined giving lectures about his camp experience later. A father lived for the day he had huge his kids again. Frankl himself imagined writing his book and teaching psychology. He called it orientation toward the future. When you have something in the future worth living for, present suffering become unbearable. What is life asking of me in the future? Most of us ask, what do I want from life and what do I want in the future? Frankl flips it. Logotherapy asks, what does life want from me in the future? Like, life is a question and your actions are the answer. Tomorrow might ask you to be patient with someone, finish that work with honesty, help a friend, keep going even after failure. Your job is to answer. The future is not about happiness, it's about responsibility. Frankl was not saying just think positive and future will be good. He was saying the future gives you responsibility. Even in suffering, you are responsible of what attitude you take. The responsibility stretches into the future. In simple terms, past, what happened to you? Present, what you do with it? Future, your reason to keep going. Without a future, people collapse. With a future, people endure. That's why this book helps people who feel stuck, because when you feel stuck, it usually means I can't see any future for this. This is the life responsibility and you have to endure it.